For me, it's about shooting the things around me that interest me and inspire me, and documenting my world, basically. My name's Manandhar, I'm 30, I'm a documentary photographer and filmmaker. I think I was drawn to photography because of the way that it gives you access to different worlds. It's kind of a way of exploring the world, really.
My photographic style is very much about, I guess it's sort of about subcultures, people's style, their identity. But I'm also really interested in just like London street life and London street culture.
Today we're out and about on the streets of Bethnal Green, and we spotted a really interesting barbershop.
This is the kind of place that I like to take photographs. I'm drawn to the kind of people, the activity that would go on here. And also I think it's really interesting the way that hair and hairstyles is a big part of people's identity.
The main way to get people to be in your photographs is just be really nice to them, flatter them and charm them. That's generally, a good rule of thumb. You've also got to respect people's boundaries and what they do and they don't want. Sometimes people don't want to have their photograph taken, and you've got to accept that for every person that you ask to take their photo, you'll get someone else who'll say no.
Yeah. Look, just now. Let me just get a nice portrait.
Sometimes I find a place where you don't know anybody is the easiest place to get a photo, because you almost feel like you're a tourist, you're visiting a different world.
Is this the spot to get your hair cut?
I think this is the best spot in Bethnal Green. It's a proper barbers,
And nobody knows you there, so you don't have to think about what those people are thinking of you. So sometimes just take yourself into a completely different environment.
Turn your chair a little bit towards me. Amazing, that's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Because we've got the technology to publish ourselves, why not just publish it yourself? You don't need someone to give you the backing. You can get your work out there. Having that DIY spirit will see you go far in anything you do. This is a fanzine with photos that I took documenting a day in the life of a group of teenage girls, really. I got about 100 of these printed up, so I could just take it out and give it to people when I'm out and about. It can also help you to get commercial opportunities and commercial work, because people might like the style and what you're trying to evoke. So a lot of photographers, myself included, will just go to an event and spend the day there because you're interested in it. You won't necessarily be getting paid for it, but when you start to develop a look and a kind of brand almost to your style and identity, that's when you'll get commissions and opportunities that are paid. I've done stuff for Nike and Umbro and Dickies, so I've got a lot of the work I've done has been based around youth brands. These are the photos from the shoot in the barbershop today. It's just being around like-minded people, and that is where the opportunities will come. I guess they work as a set rather than as an individual portrait. You kind of get the vibe of what was going on in the barbershop, which is nice. If I was to pick one out as a kind of portrait, I'd probably pick this one. I like the way he looks. He's looking directly at the camera, and it's kind of abstract. It's sort of like his body is sort of submerged into this sort of black cloak. Don't worry about having expensive equipment. Just get out there, use the camera to take you interesting places in the world.